What's going on, believers? Guys, overnight, Saitama has trended around 1258. It's right now at 1260. If you look at the chart, you get the question, why is it not pumping? And if you look around Twitter, you're getting the same thing. And the answer is very simple. You've burned a few bridges. And now it's time to show some humility to those investors, which Russ recognized in his last AMA. And that's what it's going to take to start to pump this product back up. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.
I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways.
All right, guys, Saitama's trading at 1258 right now. The numbers are very simple. It's going to fluctuate between 12 and sometimes down to 11, up to 13 or 14 for a little while, until such time as we get some improvement in communication. We keep talking about it, but we don't really see it. We get that moment where we start to feel like it's coming, but sometimes we're just kind of deluding ourselves to thinking that they understand and recognize what the problem is, when really they have no idea how much damage their obstinance and finger pointing have created within the entire community. So let's take it a step further here. And I'll use myself as an example. I was banned from their Telegram. I was banned. Elon Mansour blocked me on Twitter. I don't even have interaction with the guy, but he blocked me on Twitter. And the other day, and I'm going back, MK is all I really know, but he was attacking Ryan Patrick and asking who paid you to FUD Saitama. Nobody pays. We do this for free because you guys make it easy, and we're not FUDding, we're being objective, and that's what you expect out of people who are covering a product. What you want is people to deceive other people for you, and we just don't do that. And the fact that you've done that to so many people over the last several months, as you've failed to produce a product, has left you in this position. So how do we get out? I can tell you how to do that. Moving on. All right, guys, number one issue, have a functioning and working product. People want to see that they can successfully trade in the product and that they don't have problems just making simple movements or simple trades and right now, it's been low dollar amounts as you're adding liquidity. Remember, you've been adding liquidity for over a week now, and here we still are having the same, we're still waiting for so many different things to kind of manifest themselves. So you got to fix some of this. Second, you got to start communicating effectively to people. You feel like you're doing a great job because what you do is you go into AMAs and you ask the easy questions, and you call on the easy people who you know are going to tell you everything is so great. I just think you guys are doing the greatest job. If you were doing the greatest job, the chart wouldn't be the chart. The chart would be the exact opposite of what it currently is. So stop listening to the people who are telling you you're doing a great job. You're not doing a great job. Do a better job. Communicate more effectively to people. If it takes time to produce the product, take time to produce the product. Just stop telling people that it'll be done on a certain date, because obviously you can't meet that date, and it's okay. What's not okay is continuing to tell people that you can meet the date. It's very simple. All you have to do is actually make the effort to do it. And let's face facts. Saitama is either number one or number three almost without fail and almost constantly in what gets traded. The daily volume is $4 million. People want this product to succeed. What they don't want is they don't want to be manipulated. They don't want people to deceive them. They don't want people to tell them everything is fine when it's not fine. They want you to tell them it's going to be a minute before it's ready. It's going to take a little time before it's ready. In the meantime, here's what we do. And you come out with something like yesterday, Eagle Fighting Championship. Now you've got some sort of minor catalyst, because let's face it, it's not the UFC, it's not what everybody wants to see, but it's a start, and it's a good relationship, and it's on Khabib, which is probably one of the better fighters of all time in the UFC. So you've got a great opportunity to springboard into something long term, but until you start to put all these things together and not give these dates and continue to put out decent posts like Khabib and EFC, then you're still going to struggle. So don't tune out the people who are negative to you. Start to understand that the reason that they're negative is because you're the ones that are doing it. It's not us. We don't care one way or another. We're not paid by anybody. We're not even paid by you. I can't say any more than that. Somebody said the other day, Classy Crypto, I believe it was, and he said that the reason that people are still covering, you could always go away, but the reason you're still covering is for the clicks and the likes, and that's that's 100% true. We cover it because people want to hear the news about Saitama. Now, he is a salty little 21-year-old kid who has no wisdom, and that's fine because he thinks everything's going to be great, and if he's good enough that one day Saitama is just going to take care of him, he doesn't understand the reality that it's not really how it works. But that's fine. The issue is not just these little things. The issue is when you are newsworthy, you are covered by people who are trying to get news out to people, and some of the news is not always good. So when Classy says stuff like that, it's because he's mad because he thinks that everybody else is responsible for his product going down, not the people who are actually making it go down. Because if it were not the case, then all of us wouldn't be saying anything negative. This is all about what you do or don't do. So, continue down the path that you're on. It's gotten you where you are. Also got you where you were before. So if you want to make that decision, you want to keep going that way, then keep going that way. You may end up at 7.7 billion again, but guess what? You're going to do it on the backs of newer investors and not the investors who already believed in you and that you, in your small way, betrayed. It's not gonna happen with those people. You're gonna have to go find new people, which is what Dubai is about. We all see that, we all know that, but guess what? It's not enough money to replace, what is it now, 175,000 people with nothing but dust in their wallets. You can't replace it. The only thing that you can do is start to show some humility, start to show some responsibility, start to let people know, hey, we messed this up, but we're working on it. We're trying to get it fixed. As soon as we get it fixed, then we're going to let you know. In the meantime, here is another thing that we're going to give you, which I think you started doing, but we'll see if you continue. It's not financial advice. Take your profits on the way up. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And remember, I am always right.